Good morning, all of you. Students, in the previous video, we began with chapter number 2 of geography and we discussed about the very first natural resource, that was land. We started with the topic land, and today, children, we are going to discuss about the next topic related to the same natural resource, that is land use. Now, what is land use? So children, the utilization of land by humans for various purposes is known as land use. We all, as a human being, we use lands for various purposes, for different activities. Whatever we do throughout the day, we require land. We cannot travel from one place to another without the help of land. We cannot build houses if land is not there, and many more. So for every activity almost we require land. So for various purposes for which the land is used by us is known as land use. So children, at present approximately we can divide the land into various parts. The very first one is arable land. What is arable land? Arable land is the cultivable land. So in the previous video we studied that 30% of the earth's surface is land. So among those 30% children, 11% of the entire land is under cultivation. The second use is pasture lands. What are pasture lands? Pasture lands are the grazing lands which are used by people for grazing their animals. So 26% of our land is used for pastures. The third types turn out to be forest. 32% of the available land is under the forest area, and the remaining portion is used by us for various other purposes. So children, the use of land is determined by the physical factors such as its topography, how is it from the upper part, then its soil, the climate of that very area, the various minerals available in the soil, and the most important, the availability of water. So human factors such as, along with these natural factors children, human factors such as population and technology are also the important determinants of the land use pattern. So now, on the basis of ownership children, land can be divided into two parts, that is the private land and the community land. Now with the names only you can guess the idea, private और community land में क्या difference है? Yes, you are right. Private lands are the lands children which are owned by an individual. These are the lands which have been purchased by a single person for their personal use, whereas the community lands are owned by the community for their common purposes, for their common uses like fruits, nuts, medicinal herbs, fodder and etc. And these community lands are often referred to as common property resources because they do not belong to a single person, rather they belong to a group of people. But now, as you all know children, the people and their demands are growing. The population of our country is growing day by day, and along with the growth in population, their demands are also growing. But क्या ऐसा है कि population और demands के साथ land भी increase हो रही है? No, the land is limited. So the people, they have started harming the land, they have started destroying the lands for their various purposes, for building, for their personal uses, for their commercial purposes. The people, they have started destroying this natural resource. They have been destroying the agricultural areas, they have started destroying forest, and this all has led to the degradation of land. It has led to landslides, soil erosion and desertification, which human beings are causing to our own planet Earth for our own personal uses, for our own personal benefits children. The people, they have started destroying the natural resource, which is not at all good for us as well as for the environment. So it is the high time that we as the responsible citizens of the country, we we turn up to the problem, we take our responsibilities, and we protect our land, we protect our natural resource. But how can you do that? So here are the some ways in which you can conserve our land. Let's discuss about them. So children, with a land area of only 30% all over the world, we need to plan our land use very carefully. Is it so? So how can we do that? The very first one is the improper land use should be avoided, like various activities which affect the land, which are destroying the land, its fertility, its soil. That activities should be avoided or eliminated. The second one is delicate resources does not get converted to bad lands. That means the various areas whose recoverability is very hard, or the resources which take high time to recover, they should be used in least number. The third one is plans should be made for proper utilization of the available land. As we all know, we have 30% of the land. So this limited portion of land should be used in a very planned manner. We should plan the things and go according to them. In the unplanned manner, we are only destroying our natural resources. Or what we can do, the various activities, that land reclamation, that means reuse, lands should be reused, afforestation should be increased, use of improved farming methods should be used, measures, various steps should be taken to check soil erosion. And these are some ways, and many more are there, children, which you can take, which you can follow to conserve our natural resource land. So I hope you are clear how important are this natural resource land is and how the human beings are destroying it. So it's the high time that we wake up and we start protecting our natural resource for our future generations.